Kwakunubi, aka Young Striker 9. And it is AM update live on your Remedy Down Solutions 939 FM. Ashake organized. So today's show will be a little bit, different because we have to organize a lot of things. When you have ex-UI footballers in the studio, and there's one thing about University of Ibadan, they always say, someone say bedule. I think I got that right. Well, we'll talk about that in the next few minutes, and we'll be hosting the ex-UI footballers in the studio this morning. Remember, you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM on Facebook, YouTube. You can as well download Solutions 939 FM's app on Google Play Store. Type Solutions 939 FM and download the app. You're good to go to listen live from anywhere across the globe. My name is Oladapo Kwakunubi, aka Young Striker 9. Now, first, let us talk about the FIFA World Cup. Remember, the final is going down on Sunday, third place. Before that, and a lot of people saying yes, all for Morocco to finish third. But excuse me, if you don't play the game as is expected to be played, I'm sorry, you may not be able to lift that at least third place trophy. However, Guy Clichy has been talking about what the French national team needs to do to be able to curb Lionel Messi and make Kylian Mbappe the star man of the game. We'll talk about all this in the next few minutes. Do not go anywhere. It is Kiko Sports Show live on your Remedy Down Solutions 939 FM. Welcome back to the Kickoff Sports Show live on Remedy Dial Solutions 939 FM. For those of you listening and watching live right now, you see they are not officials of the French national team. Neither are they officials of the Argentine national team because they are not playing in the final. The kind of football match you'll be playing this weekend is not about the World Cup, but it can be a pepper soup cup or something cold drink cup. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching live this morning, I've got Professor Segun Adekunle, is the Chairman Board of Trustees, UIX Footballers Global, joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Prof.
Good morning, my people.
Okay, so because we still talk about football in the next few minutes, and we also have sitting beside him Dr. Abiodun Salami, immediate past director of sports, University of Ibadan. Good morning to you.
Good morning, listeners.
Well, I had to rehearse this name before calling the name. Okay, so I have Edwin here. I think I got that right.
Well, you tried.
I try. Edwin Evier is the president ex-UI Footballers Association. What position do you play? Midfield.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll analyze the final this morning. All right. And seated beside me here is Henry Duru. He does not like strikers, but I don't know why he bears the name of a strong striker. That is Thierry Henry. But Henry Duru is with me this morning as a PRO ex-UI Footballers Association. Good morning to you, Henry.
Good morning, listeners.
Tell me why you dislike strikers.
In fact, I love strikers.
Yeah. So
I don't like strikers. I love strikers.
Okay.
They make the game beautiful.
Makes the game beautiful. All right. So before we talk about what will be going down at the University of Ibadan, you've been following the FIFA World Cup, and I know a lot of you, most especially for those of you on the other side of the studio, supported Morocco to get to the final, but unfortunately, you guys were disappointed. Let me start with Prof Adekunle.
Yes.
Being an ex-footballer, tell me how disappointed you were seeing Morocco lose out to the semi-final.
Well, I was very happy in the first instance that they got to the quarterfinal, but I was not expecting them to lose out like that. the feeling is still there. As an African, you have to be supportive of African nation, and we were thinking that Morocco will break the barrier,
The jinx.
the jinx, and get to the final of the World Cup and even win the cup and bring it to Africa for the first time. But we have to understand that's nature, that's football.
Yeah, that's football. How many goals did you score during your playing time in University of Ibadan?
As a winger, I was terrible. I was young. I was not only a younger striker like you. I was terrible.
I love this.
I was a younger winger with speed and striking. These are my evidences now. Look at my people there.
Oh,
we
okay.
played for so many clubs together now.
What year was that?
Wait, maybe 83, 87.
How many clubs did you play for?
Okay, in Lagos Union Bank Football Club,
Okay.
Agege Warriors. In
Agege, wow.
Yes. Ibadan Nisa Football Club. That was the leader of the Ibadan Football Association League. Nisa Football Club. Then IITA. Then Coco Research Cream.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Ask my coach, you know.
Oh, so he was your coach. That means
Ask my coach.
Dr. Biodu Salami was your coach then, right?
Yeah, ask him.
Okay, so Dr. Salami,
Yes, please.
you spoke about IFA League. He played in the IFA League, right? Ibadan Football Association. And, sometimes they always say that there are some players, when they are star footballers, it's difficult to control players like that. Look at how, Cristiano Ronaldo now is looking for a club. Some players, when they are good, it's difficult to handle them. So how was Prof?
Thank you very much. Actually, it's my pleasure that I have the honor of handling all these guys when they were in school. I have been their coach since the 80s till the early 20s. Professor Adekunle was fantastic in those days. And he was, during his playing days, he was able to combine football prowess with humility. He was very humble on the field. He was a good leader. Most times, he didn't usually get annoyed on the field. Yes.
I can even see him smiling. Even when you are serious on a call with him, he will just be. Okay. Now let's move to the football part. Yeah. You saw Lionel Messi what he did against Croatia, right, in the semi-final.
Yeah.
And if you were to, you're a coach, and if you were to be Didier Deschamps, who is the coach of the French national team, they are playing on Sunday in the final. What will you do to stop Lionel Messi?
You see, the problem with some of us coaches are we some of us are game readers now. We don't really coach the way we should be coaching. We just analyze. No doubt about it. Messi is a very good player, fantastic player, world class. But if too much attention is paid on him, he will reign. If I was the coach, if I'm the coach of France, I will just watch out for him. Watch out for him, not saying that I should concentrate too much on him. I will concentrate more on other players. Because most times, Messi does not, he gives the opportunity to his players to move. Okay, most times it's not the one doing the half work. Okay, but he will sort of set the pace for them, give them the room. So when you give too much concentration to him, your team will go down.
Most especially with what Julian Alvarez did, causing the first penalty, scoring goals. Exactly. Scoring the 2 goals for the team. Okay, but let me go to Evie. Okay. I think I got that right. What position do you play?
Midfield.
What year did you play for UI?
97 to 2000.
You are still fresh. At least 97 to 2000. This is 2021.
Yes.
Wait, oh.
This is 2022 actually.
2022. Did I say?
That's about 20.
Almost
20.
Not as old as Prof.
Because you look young. You look young.
Well, I graduated about 22 years ago.
What position again?
Midfield. I've said that thrice now. Midfield.
Midfielder.
Yes.
But okay, now let's look at this. Let's look at it this way. You heard Prof, talk about the clubs he played for in UI. Even in Ibadan. Did you play for any club?
Well, I wasn't as lucky as Prof,
Don't tell me injury cost and maybe the cost you study.
Actually, he still have injury till today. And legend has it that the guy sitting beside you is because of the injury. The guy is laughing.
It cost it.
Yes, he caused it. I've had knee injuries for 20-something years, and when I play today, I play with my knee guards, and I've done that for the past 20-something years. So I couldn't really progress professionally, even though I had offers in Germany and Brazil at some point.
Wow.
But the witchcraft sitting
The father side. I mean the mother side. Which one?
the witchcraft from the uncle side sitting beside me.
Oh, from Henry's side.
Yes, I thank him. I thank him a lot for what he's been.
Henry, you are from which state?
Well, does it matter?
No, I'm just asking.
I'm from Imo State.
Okay, what's hear me, man? Okay, so you can sing this song. As it dey pain them, it dey sweet us. As it dey sweet us, it dey pain them. Okay, so have you been a midfielder?
Yes.
You saw Luka Modric.
Yes.
And he looked very, very disappointed, and he looked very ordinary, against Argentina. But let's look at the midfield of France. Do they have the players that can stop Argentina? Not only Messi now, because doctor said you don't have to over concentrate on Lionel Messi, right? And if you're to pin down players, in the squad, we've not been able to see Angel Di Maria play well, and if you're to be in Argentina squad, what would you be planning as a midfielder?
So I think the Argentina team is a very phenomenal side. They've got excellent players in the team, and I think on the balance of probability, I think Argentina would win. If you coach Messi, I'm not sure there's anything extraordinary you want to do.
Yeah,
sure
some managers were fired in Barcelona.
Someone said recently that Messi is probably in the best form of his career. If Messi shows up with his A performance on that day, that team will be unstoppable. We saw him against Croatia. Just one slick move, one slick turn, and then it's game over. So if I was the coach, I probably would not focus, like coach said, would not focus entirely on Messi. You build a team around him, yes, that's for sure. But it's really difficult teaching them what you think they should do, because they've done excellently up to this point. So I give it to Argentina.
Argentina all the way.
All the way.
Let us leave the African people. Mary Alfana. Before we go on the break, how do you always feel when you see here that you stopped his football career?
Well, on the contrary, I never did. I think he should go back to his village and anyway, he was a great player then. It's so sad the injury affected him.
He's your president now.
Yeah. His PRO now. So he was taken after JJ Okocha. So for you to know how skillful he was then. So all these are just on a lighter note, the injury side. And I know he would have gone far in his football career, unlike some of us that took it a bit further. So.
Looking at University of Ibadan, let's look at the players. We've got a lot of players who have passed through University of Ibadan. The football team will always participate in different, events. Look at Nuga. And sometimes when they talk about my school, don't let me mention the institution I finished from. Don't worry. Let's leave that aside. They will just go beat teams, participate in events. But when you look at young undergraduates now, do they really have that interest in football? Combining that with academics, ASU strike will still come, NASU strike will come. But do you think? Let me go to doctor. Do you think, in 30 seconds, do you think students really still have that interest?
Thank you very much. The interest is not as strong as we had in those days. The commitment was more. The interest was highly shown by players in those days. We used to have players being admitted to school through sports prowess in those days. Okay, in fact, some would go at length to the extent of making sure that they get into our halls of residence. We have about 5 or 6 halls of residence that are always struggling for footballers to be in their halls there. And the interest did not stop at the school games. We have some of our players then play for club sides. ITA team, NISA team, Leventis team, and some other teams around Ibadan here. Some even as far as Lagos. we used to have somebody who was playing for Student Stars of Lagos.
So you were able to help a lot of club sides in Nigeria.
We had them then.
Okay. So, Prof, Doctor, let's go on a break. And when we come back, we talk about the ex-UI footballers, what you guys are planning.
Okay.
So many people will come with their spoons to come on. Because I know some people are listening right now. Wisila is part of the people that may show up in UI very soon. Do not go anywhere, guys. Still Kiko Sports Show.
Oh boy, today was just stressful.
Hey, as in everywhere just choke.
You know what will be really cool right now? Hit me. Feel the vibe, leap for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fun Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
So you're at your favorite booker and you've ordered rice, shaki, from roundabout, fuku, edo, liver, and croaker. Then you feel you should just top it up with one big, chilled bottle of 7-Up. But something tells you it's too much. Something tells you if people look at your table, they will think you're trying to kill yourself. Bros, please, what is something? Who is something? Are you something? Is something you? Something is only trying to stop you from being you. And that's all. Take this from 7-Up and Fido Dido. Just sip some 7-Up, face life, and just be you. Because nothing sure pass.
7-Up. Be you. Nothing sure pass. 7-Up. The diff is clear.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, Mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? Abeg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20k free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Reason this matter. Think of Ogbonge football with the greatest them. You fit enjoy Qatar 2022 games in Pidgin, Igbo, Yoruba and Hausa. This jolly now for everybody.
Now so, this now World Football Yakata. Sharp, go get your Go TV decoder, Go Tenor, plus 1 month jolly for 4,900 Naira today. Jolly Yakata.
Union Bank is 105. To celebrate, we're giving away another 55 million naira in our Save and Win Pali promo too. That's 105,000 naira for 50 people every month, 500,000 naira for 5 people every quarter, and 5 million naira for one lucky person at the end of the year. To stand a chance, simply save at least 10,000 naira into your Union Bank account every month. If you don't have an account, you can download the Union mobile app or visit the nearest branch to open one. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Oh boy, today was just stressful.
Hey, as in everywhere just choke.
You know what will be really cool right now? Hit me. Feel the vibe, leap for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fun Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app.
Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app, and 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
Welcome back, Sikiko Sports Show live here, Remedy Down Solutions 939 FM. And I still have with me in the studio, well, the ex-UI Footballers Association. And, well, we've been talking about the World Cup. So now let's talk about the World Reunion. I mean, we've got a lot of players, who have played for the University of Ibadan. And it is not about the World Cup. Now let's talk about the World Reunion 2022. Let's talk about we've got some of them who have left Nigeria. So they're coming back to University of Ibadan, to the Trenchard Hall. Let me start with Avier, who is the president of the association now. Who are those players, you're expecting? Your former friends that you're expecting?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me start by saying you has produced a lot of fantastic players, and you'll be absolutely proud of them. So we've had Mutu Adepoju, for instance. We have Dimeji Lawal. We have Folosho Kenla. We have Christian Obi. Editor Goye, Dr. Robinjo of the NFF, Adebayo Badebo in Thailand. We have a lot of people. And so this is the 8th edition. And I must also say that every single edition has been a refreshingly fabulous one. And this current edition will even be better than what we've had. So we have a lot of players coming in. In fact, they are in town already. From the USA, from Finland, from the UK, from Canada. A lot of people are coming from all over the world. It's been amazing thus far, and this edition will have a lot of programs lined up for this year. Now,
talking about programs lined up, do you have any plan, for the UI footballers, current footballers in UI, by your association?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what's the plan like?
As a matter of fact, we donated some sport items to the school yesterday. Wow. The current students, male and female teams, will be joining us in the event tomorrow. And so tomorrow morning we'll be having a game at the US Stadium. And later in the day we'll have our dinner right there in Trenchard Hall. We invite people to troop in en masse for the game in the morning, even though the event in the evening is strictly by invite.
Okay. So me, I no go collect invite.
Oh yes, you have your invite, but it's possible.
Thank God I will just.
There are soldiers at the gates. Oh yes.
What is that supposed to mean?
I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. You are the president, so you determine. So now, Professor Adekunle, for you being one of the fantastic players who have played for ex-UI, and you are also, the chairman of board of trustees. How does it feel leaving UI now, coming back to UI, seeing some of your friends coming back? What position will you be playing in the friendly game this weekend?
It feels so satisfying to come back home, to see some of my friends, my coaches, my footballers, and we have this DNA of being the most happy people on earth. We're always excited to see each other. We crack a lot of jokes on our platform. Well, tomorrow morning I'll play maybe for about 5 minutes. Because of stamina. I'll just play at the right wing. I'll just play at the right wing for 5 minutes. After that, I will walk away. I'm not competing with anybody.
So let me go to the PRO. Henry. Before I go to doctor. Henry, we were discussing something behind the mic, because you all make your prediction for the World Cup final. But Henry, you heard what Prof said. He said he will just play for 5 minutes. We should be expecting more from you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
How many goals?
As a defender.
Defenders know they score goal.
Own goals be that. So let's be specific. Are you talking of own goals or goals for my team?
Okay, let us say creating goals. Pepe scored at the World Cup.
Okay. He's good at scoring own goals. I just wanted to let you know this.
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
Don't listen to that man.
So, what more do you expect tomorrow?
Yeah, number one, it's going.
You can speak louder as a defender.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, for sure. Be assured that we are going to have fun, and like the name depict is going to be a reunion. You know, we have people in town, and apart from the reunion side of it, we are coming together to see how we can help football in UI develop better than what it is now. When we were in UI, it was, I mean, the passion was there, the talent was there, but now it's a pity. It's no longer what it used to be. So we are coming to have fun. We are coming to reunite with ourselves, you know, and we are coming to see how we can help football in UI get better than it is presently.
And we also hope that, UI should be able to produce a lot of players that can also represent not only clubs in Nigeria, but even the national team.
Sure.
Well, let's just quickly go straight to the prediction. Looking at the time, this is 9:25. Let me start with the PRO. It is the final going down this week. I don't know why we are not talking about the top list, but no, anybody we won't collect down. We may collect down. We may collect down. Okay, so let's talk about the final. France, Argentina, your prediction.
I give it to France.
Scoreline.
2-1.
2-1. Evie.
It's Messi's World Cup. Argentina 2, France 1.
Competition don't start for you again. No. All right. Before I go to Doctor, because he coached you guys. So, Prof.
I'll give it to France.
You give it to France.
Yes. 2-1.
France. Okay. Doctor.
Yes, I will take the line of my colleagues. 2-1, France.
Okay, so we have someone that just walked in. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Adishino Ojo.
Okay.
An ex-UI goalkeeper.
I want Golaris.
I also kept the goal for Water Corporation.
Oh, wow.
With the National League Division 2.
Wow.
And incidentally, even after leaving active football, I also still play, and that happens to be my coach at the distance learning. Yeah, for team.
Who?
And that's Coach Cherry Duru. He's a man of many cups.
Okay, now I understand. See how calm he is. Okay.
I hope, considering the game, the World Cup, well, I consider the fact that, Messi is contemplating, leaving active football. Well, at least said that might be his last World Cup. Well, I think let's give it to Argentina.
Scoreline.
Okay. Well, 2-1.
2-1. Oyinkansola JJ is saying Argentina will win. If anybody that wants France to win, that means such person is anti-Messi. Okay, should I predict?
Yes.
Naturally, I don't want to predict. You know what happened? Last week I predicted that Morocco was going to lose against Portugal, and that England was going to win against France. And I said, should all these results not come to pass, I will present my Saturday Sports Show shirtless. You understand? So don't let me just over-embarrass myself. It's good having you, the ex-UI footballers, in the studio with me this morning on Kiko Sports Show. Thank you so much for coming around.
Thank you.
And we hope to get good news after this reunion coming up this weekend at University of Ibadan. Thank you so much. And we move to the other side of the show this morning, where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Favor Laurentola joins me this morning. We also look at the new Naira note, where we got reports that the new Naira note has not circulated. And while some people are rejecting the new Naira notes, we also look at what EFCC has come out to say, that they will be auctioning a lot of real estates in Nigeria. Do not go anywhere. It is AM Update Live on your Remedy Dial Solutions 939 FM.
About information, education, and entertainment. Why that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angle. 939 FM, the remedy.
To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Where others stop, we start. Join the AM Update team for everything sports, reviews on newspaper headlines, trending topics, exclusive interviews on health, politics, education, security, music, and more on this dial 939 FM. Weekdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. AM Update just got better.
It's 93.9 FM, 939 FM Solutions FM, and it's the second half of AM Update, the Friday edition. Good morning. My name is Favor Oloruntola, and it's a pleasure to know that you're all with us this morning. I'll be taking stories from the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspaper, and of course, the Ladapo Kunubi will be taking newspaper headlines from other
from Punch and the Nation newspapers this morning. Favor, you look traditional this morning. Is there any one better today?
Yeah, there is. I after when I leave here, I'm heading to the place. So that's it.
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday, and there's more tomorrow. So
are you also expecting to get the new Naira note be spent at the party?
You know, I was thinking once I'm done with AM updates, I go check if I can get some. But ATM cards, ATM machines have been dispensing the old Naira notes, so we do not know if I'm going to get it today or not. But let's, move forward to the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Newly redesigned Naira notes insufficient in banks as ATMs dispense old notes. Page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune. Stop blame game. Pass Constitution Amendment. Afeni Fairy Tales. NAS State House of Assembly. Page 28. Blasphemy. Kano cleric sentenced to death by hanging. And excitement in Southeast. A second Niger bridge opens for use. Nigeria's sugar sector attracted $3 billion investment in 10 years. Executive Secretary. Biden wants Buhari, INEC to be impartial in 2023 elections. Criminals use petrol bombs to attack INEC office. That's IGP. Enough is enough, he says. Appeal Court clears Rivers APC candidate to contest. And many buildings burned as loaded fuel tankers skids off road in Ibadan. That was at Apata yesterday.
Well, a sad one there. Okay, let's look at the Punch newspaper this morning. And the banner headline on the Punch newspaper this morning is concerning what happened in Apata. Tanker fire rocks or your community destroys property. And we should be able to give an update from that end this morning. If you're at Apata this morning, let us know what the situation is currently now. But let's look at other headlines this morning on the Punch newspaper. This morning, the cap headline says inflation pushes 5 million into poverty, wage value down 35%. Check page 17 of the Punch newspaper. In the page 25, PDP, APC clash as Biden hails Buhari. Page 12 of the Punch newspaper, diaspora Nigerians to renew passport on arrival. So, if your passport has expired, you can still come to the country, right? So that
I think that's what that means.
Okay, the pocket headline here. It is concerning what is happening in Osun State. 407 billion naira debt. Adeleke vows probe. Oyetola's aide slams governor. Okay, the banner headline this morning: banks run out of new naira. Demand soars. With 3 riders to that headline. Cashiers ration new notes. Lenders a lot. 100,000 naira per teller in banks. Suspicious customers snub new notes as local traders reject new currency. Court declined to stop CBN withdrawal policy. Emefiele meets reps Tuesday. Tearful relatives and friends send Sami Okwesu home. I saw the video yesterday.
Yeah, I did. It was
so sad.
It was so sad.
Page 10 of the Punch newspaper. Seriki's death shocking. Buhari, Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu moron. And page 10 says the FCC protest as Ekweremadu blames commission for detention. This and more you can find for the Punch newspaper.
We're taking this one from the Vanguard newspaper. The banner headline here says, Federal government states to spend 19.16 trillion naira on wages, pensions, others in 2023. Here mark 11.4 trillion naira for capital projects. Southwest top zones with 3.073 trillion naira as North Central least with 1.068 trillion naira. Imo budget awaiting presentation to House of Assembly. Lagos State budget more than that of Southeast, Northeast, Northwest and North Central zones. Federal government votes 6.31 trillion naira, or 30.8% of its total expenditure for debt service in 2023. And we have President Buhari here shaking hands with the President of the United States, Joe Biden, there on the Vanguard newspaper with the headline saying Buhari meets with Biden. President Muhammadu Buhari with U.S. President Joe Biden during a meeting at the White House on the sidelines. Excitement as federal government opens second night bridge to traffic. NDDC board. Legislators disagree over Onoche's nomination as court holds screening. We are still at mercy of Boko Haram terrorists. Borno Speaker, page 28 of the Vanguard newspaper. On organ harvesting, EFCC responsible for my detention in UK. Ekweremadu tells court. Page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper as consumer inflation, its 17-year high rises to 21.47%.
Going to the Nation newspaper this morning, the cap headline: Buhari, Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, others mourn Seriki. Page 28 of the Nation. Biden praises Buhari for deepening democracy. Page 5. And looking at other headlines, banks roll out new naira notes. Adeleke Oyetola trade words over 407.32 billion naira debt. Nigeria secures $9 billion loan. Okay. I had to shout that headline. Okay. Marketers behind petrol scarcity, high pump price, says Pengerson. So it is. I think most headlines today is more of blames, game blames or blame games.
Earlier it was NNPC not given to marketers. Now marketers are behind the petrol scarcity. Who are we to believe in this?
UK nurses go on strike over pay. EFCC behind my ordeal, Ekweremadu alleges. And the banner headline this morning: EFCC recovers 30 billion naira from Accountant General Idris. And the riders to that headline: agency remits 136 billion naira in 7 months. Politicians under watch. And we have the second Niger bridge after opening yesterday. So we are getting field destructions on that bridge with what we are seeing here. I just hope. I mean, it's just for the meantime for the Utah season. So maybe we see things to be done on that bridge, right? Rising food prices push inflation to 21.47%. Oyebanji approves recruitment of primary school teachers. This and more you can get from the Nation newspaper this morning. Now let's go straight to the burning issue this morning. Remember, Friday edition is always special because it is open mic. You have opportunity to talk about different headlines, different issues. Maybe they started during the week and you feel like you want to vent your anger on, or you just want to talk about. But remember, you have to be civil in making your opinions known. Aregbeshola is trending this morning. Kwara State is trending this morning. Dollar is trending this morning. Niger Bridge trending this morning. So let's start with the new Naira note. Yesterday was December 15th, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria, that the new Naira note would become a legal tender and people will be using the Naira note. However, we've got different reaction concerning that yesterday. Some banks, I have friends in some banks, and some of the bankers came out to say that those new Naira notes have not gotten to their branches. While some said they had to just take one out of a bill to give on counter to add to maybe money is withdrawn from counter. So people could not get from the ATM. And also yesterday, I saw a particular video where a bus conductor in Lagos made someone almost go stranded because he said it does not want to receive the new Naira note, and that was even 1,000 Naira. And let's listen to some voices here where some people reacted concerning the new Naira notes released yesterday.
As I'm looking, can you say I'm looking at this morning? You only take Alaba boys 2 weeks to print out the fake. I tell you, you know what I'm selling. You can't pay me this money. You can't buy markets with this money from me, and I will collect it. It will get to March or April before I can start collecting this kind of money. The old one is even better. When the old one even come out, before the old one circulate, the fake circulate more than the old one. Now talking of this very one that look like photocopy, coloring, take it to where you want to do photocopy. Tell them you want colored. This is what they will print for you.
It's only a few banks that do have it, and the amounts of new notes that have been released is actually small. I've just used an ATM right now, and it's still the old notes that came out of it. So as of today, we haven't seen it.
Not really, because nobody. In my area, we've not seen it. We are always hoping to see it. We are hoping to see it, but we've not seen it. So I've been out since morning. So I don't know if I go and make some withdrawal. Maybe they will give me the new one.
Reactions from Nigerians yesterday after the CBN, made it clear that people should be ready to start using the new Naira note. So if Nigerians are scared of using the Naira note, the newly redesigned Naira note of 200, 500, 1,000 Naira. So do we say that CBN has failed in educating people, or people are not willing to adapt to change?
I from the point of view of the market man that says he wouldn't collect the new Naira note from anyone who brings it now, because it's easier to produce the fake for now. I see it from his own perspective. He might be right, but rejecting the Naira note and saying that it's not a good legal tendency for Nigeria is not supposed to be what we should be expecting now. We should expect that, okay, we should accept it. We have to move forward. It's a policy that has been, drawn out by the CBN. It's been circulating, even if it's not enough. Maybe because it's the first day, we'll begin to see more of it as it comes. But we all have to, adapt to change. It all goes back to the new policy of withdrawal, 20,000 naira to 100,000 naira a week, 20,000 naira daily. we can adapt to these changes, I bet it's going to be a better Nigeria. As at this morning, most of the transactions I've made right from yesterday to this point, I didn't see cash. It's just basically, the ATMs, the transfers, the POS, all those kind of things, just making transactions easy. I used to say we need Nigeria to be a developed country, so it's better for us to, accept it, and then we move forward.
And does that also mean that we are yet to get to the stage where, we're moving to, however, when good things are about to start, it may look difficult. But let's go to the second talking point, the burning issue this morning. The EFCC chairman, Rashid Bawa, who, was speaking yesterday with the State House correspondents, talking about the achievement of the commission in the past few months under his administration, also for the year. If you look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers this morning, EFCC recovering 30 billion naira from Accountant General Idris, and agency remitting 136 billion naira in 7 months, and saying that politicians are on the watch. He made something also clear yesterday. Now, remember, the past few days we've been getting updates from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission auctioning cars. And now he has also confirmed that now they'll be focusing on real estate, properties to be auctioned. So here is the EFCC chairman, Bawa, speaking yesterday concerning that, and saying that the money is recovered from all these auctions and money gotten from people, who are involved in financial crimes will be returned to the federal government's coffers to execute projects.
Monetary and asset recovery. We are all witnesses to the activities of the EFCC in the last couple of days, in which public auctioning of automobiles are taking place around the country. We published 649, and this is just the beginning. We are going to do that to ensure that all of those assets are now being disposed of. All of these are in line with the provisions of the Proceeds of Crime Act, as well as other relevant laws of public procurement. Very soon, before the end of the year, we are going to publish, auctioning of real estate, across 15 locations. And from the list that was given to me now, which is still being, worked on, we are going to dispose over 160 flats, apartments, across these 15 locations in our country. We are going to make huge amount of money that the government is going to also, make use of in terms of provision of social amenities that this country is in their need of improvement of. Yes. On the issue of cybercrime, of course, we have done quite a number of operations across the country, which has led to several arrests and several investigations, several recoveries. Just Tuesday, the High Court in Benin convicted a fraudster. It was widely reported, and about 120 million was recovered from him, which is going to be restituted to the victims in the United States of America. And the court has ordered that already. So we are working hand in gloves. This is a very, very serious challenge.
That came from the chairman of the EFCC, Bawa, speaking yesterday, addressing journalists at the State House concerning the development. Also what EFCC has been able to do and how they can also support the federal government. So a lot of people were asking questions during the week that what of the monies, recovered by EFCC, monies recovered by federal government, where they're spending this morning, how they're, using the money. And for EFCC chairman, he has come out to say that Nigeria needs money, so they are using the federal government.
So it's going to be there, and we'll see the the effect of the money very soon, before 2020 elections, I bet.
Well, this and more will. The phone lines are open this morning. This and more you can talk about this morning. Remember, the phone lines are now open. 0909 888 9939. 0909 888 9939 or 0912 222 2939. 0912 222 2939. Another burning issue this morning, if you look at the front page of Punch newspaper, same as well the story you took from the Tribune newspaper, the fire, the incident that happened yesterday in Akpata. I mean, I think it was the same yesterday that Eitayo, was talking to people in that Akpata axis, most especially people who park, indiscriminately. How narrow that road is. And looking at, we should be able to get a situation, even when there is a fire incident. I don't know the time the firefighters got to that venue yesterday. How we can also make sure that we don't have consistent fire outbreaks in our community.
The Akpata layout is somehow choked.
Talking about the road?
Yes, it's choked. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Aziz. I'm calling from Alabama.
Aziz, you're welcome to the program.
I want to react to the issue of corruption in this country. I keep saying the federal government is taking the issue of corruption in Nigeria is contributing to more corrupt acts in Nigeria. You could see many of the alleged corrupt cases in the past under this administration at the federal government, in which none of them have been prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to others, but rather discharge them on bail or granting them presidential pardon. Part of which are the alleged corrupt cases of Dariye, Nyami, Abasi Lawa, and the former Accountant General, which recently paid 30 billion APC. APC purpose to fight against corruption because they came on board. But it is unfortunate that the issue of corruption is now the order of the day. Though generally, Nigerian system is faulty, especially the judicial system. It has many loopholes, and this system needs an emergency section alongside our constitution. If not, there won't be sanity in the country. And we expected this federal government to correct all these wrongs. It was unfortunate that they are still repeating the same thing in next week. That's my question.
Thank you very much for your take this morning. It is about the fight against corruption and those to be brought to book. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kemisola.
Yeah. So this is Ruth calling from Malacca.
Oh, great.
Your name again? Grace?
Ruth.
Oh, Ruth.
Calling from
Okay.
Malacca.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. The new Naira note is just a mistake priority of the federal government because they have not put the essential things in place to make the new Naira note work. So the invisibility of the new note in our banks really shows that they don't have any, they have not put things in place. So they have already failed in putting things in place before they can implement any policy to Nigerians. That's why the Naira has not even circulate. So we all this APC administration to find solution to this problem affecting Nigerians so that Naira can better the lives of the masses. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning once again. Okay.
All right, good morning to you. All right, if you want to call in, it is 0909 88 89 939 and 0912 22 22 939. Good morning. Hello? Good morning.
I think we have to let you go. Please check the location you are as well. Look at the network bar on your phones. Right? Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Favor.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Buster.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, awesome. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Bosse from Ludo.
Bosse, good morning to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On Governor Adeleke, my solution on him, he should please the done. Politicians should not really focus on what the administration have done. They have leadership, but they are fond of looting.
Please, can you try and increase the volume of your voice so that we can hear you clearly?
The money Governor Oyetola
Okay.
should be scrutinized. They should demand for the money at all costs. They should bring out more of it. Then Governor Adeleke should do more. He should be practical about his task. He should deliver to the people of Osun. The Osun people have seen them suffer a lot under the previous administrations. But at this point, when PDP is in leadership, I have confidence that they will please do more than the people expect. That is Nigerians. We expect better from him, so we should please do that.
Okay, Bossa, before you go, okay, don't worry, just go off the line because I have my, my reservation concerning what is happening in Osun State. If we could remember, during the debate, Governor Adeleke was asked about, a lot of debt on ground that is going to meet. Then how will he solve that? Which he gave a lot of, ways to solve this. And don't you think this probe is going to, delay the progress expected in Osun State? Let's pick this call first. Hello, good morning.
We lost the call.
Because if you listen to the spokesperson for the ex-governor of the state, Ismail Omikpido, last night, he said the money, the debt on ground was by the former governor who's now a minister. That is Ralph Aregbesola. So who do we blame? Okay, I guess we're having issues with the network this morning. Remember, if you're trying to call in, you can as well call 0912-222-2939. 0912-222-2939. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning.
I'm Sheriff calling from Manara.
Sheriff, good morning.
Thank you. I want to react to that inflation.
Okay.
This is not the first time, the second time in this year. But federal government needs to wake up from slumber and do the needful to this thing. There are some factors that they contribute to this inflation. Unemployment rate and multiple exchange rates that always depreciate in the power market. All those things contribute to the inflation, apart insecurity that's ravaging our country. Because most of the farmers, only few of them attend to their farmland. Even there are some states in the northern part of the country, before they access to their farmland, they pay some to those bandits. So that's the reason why inflation keeps batting us in this country. We know it's across the world, but our own inflation is too much. It's supposed to be decreased every month, always increasing. And don't forget, we are in the festive season now. So how did you expect a salary earner collecting 30,000 per month, and that certain amount you can use it to purchase a bag of rice? That means more people is pushing them into abject poverty if necessary actions are not taken by this federal government. The problem we have is that the economic policy that they are using is really affecting us since all these days. That's my own take. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your take this morning, and making it apt and straightforward. And people are really, concerned about the economy of the country.
Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Ayodele from Malakia.
Good morning.
Yeah, the point to me on this Osun debt profile or accusations, counter accusations. Yeah, our politicians, even when confronted with glaring facts, they will still deny. Osun State, what's the level of infrastructure in Osun State? Don't forget Oyetola was the chief of staff to Aregbe in 2010 and 2018 or so. After he came on board as a governor, what did he do to correct the wrongs? I am not reacting based on what is on the pages of newspaper. I am an indigene. I lived in Osun for over 4 decades.
Okay.
Between 2010 and 2022, Osun State was like a wilderness.
Osun State was what?
Like a wilderness.
Okay.
Before Aregbe came on board, we had Oyinlola, we have VCR Sunday. But when they came on board, 2010, everything about that state changed. I'm not disputing what Governor Adeleke is saying. The state has been massacred economically. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. Let's listen to Ismail Omikwido, who's the spokesperson for the ex-governor, Governor Oyetola, talking about the current issue, talking about the debt, which was accrued from the previous administration.
Is it possible to take a loan without going through the House of Assembly? The House of Assembly members are there, the Speaker is still there, they are all alive. You can cross-check these facts from them. The debts they are reeling out were the debts we also inherited from the Aregbesol's administration, from where we even paid 97 billion. If by their claim that we left them in debt, can you please let them tell the world where they have been sourcing the money they have been spending since November 27th when they came on board?
Well, Ismail Omikwido, speaking yesterday concerning the death met on ground by Adeleke, who's now the current governor of the state. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Kemi calling from Akobo.
Kemi, good morning to you. Let's have your take.
We will keep experiencing inflation if we did not produce as a nation. A nation that refuses to plan will always face what Nigeria is facing at the moment. We are not a producing nation, rather a consuming one. We do not have price control over the prices of goods and materials we have in this nation. We barely even consume what we produce locally. Even those handling our economy in this nation, maybe I should say they do not have the knowledge needed to handle it. They are not experts. At the moment, those people handling our economy are not good. Maybe it is not their area of specialization. Because how can we be borrowing and servicing our debt? We keep borrowing and servicing the debt we have. The inflation now hits 21.47% in a sane country. Should it be like that? Tell me why that won't affect with the masses. Even the minimum wage, the 30,000 naira, cannot even afford things anymore. Now we are going into season of Christmas. How do you expect the common masses to cope with this kind of environment, with this kind of harsh economy? She said the APC has let us down and they keep failing. Nigeria should think twice in the forthcoming general election. Good morning, Kemi calling from Makobo.
Good morning, Kemi from Makobo. Remember it's the open mic. You've got opportunity, to speak your mind this morning. And you heard that from Kemi Sola from Makobo. You heard a lot of people talk about the inflation rate. Abiola Omotosho Adeleke on Facebook also, post a comment here saying inflation pushes 5 million into poverty and wages are valued down 35%. I've never experienced this kind of government before, where people are being pushed into poverty. It was 133 million, now another 5 million. And things keep getting wronger. Poor economic hike in fuel prices, no power supply, price of commodities keep soaring high, and the president is telling Nigerians he has done his best. Which best is he talking about? Is it the best that everything has been destroyed? Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Aziz from Ejeda.
Okay.
The issue of 10 billion naira Oyetola saga should be investigated, and Governor Adeleke should not allow this to affect his government because people of Osun State are expecting much from him. It should deal with the issue of Oyetola saga intelligently as Oyo State government should not deal with the issue of the corrupt allegation against the previous administration under late Governor Ajimobi in Oyo State. We should let the people of Osun State enjoy his government to let that the Mole Ayo come up in the state. As we are enjoying the good leadership style of government to not engage them in Oyo State. That's my take.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I mean, what he said now, Adeleke should not be discouraged or be deterred, be disturbed with this and to focus because a lot of Osun, citizens are expecting much from him. Hello.
All right, the number one more time is 0909 88 89939 and 0912 22 22 939. Remember, you can also drop your comment on Facebook, Solutions 939 FM. Good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
And good morning, sir. I want to say something. You see, Nigeria have to do something about our refineries. The only thing we export in this country is crude oil, and that is the backbone of our economy. And the truth is, we are not exporting it in the right way. We have refineries for crying out loud. One in Kaduna, and I think others in the southeast. Why can't we get those things in place? And do the right thing? We're exporting raw crude oil to other countries to refine it here. It's not safe. Look at the inflation rate now. It's getting high. Do you know the products you can get from the raw crude oil? For example, if you are processing those the crude oil here, I can tell you that all these things will change. Changing our currency is a problem. The thing there is we have to be a manufacturing country. That is just the truth. And if the refining ability, I think we have to focus on its assignment for now, because I don't think that you should not consider the case on ground, but I think we should use 2% of this energy to that case and focus mainly on the project ahead of it in Ocean State. I think that would be better for the people. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, concentrate. Nigeria should also be a producing nation, not a consuming nation.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah. What's your name?
This is Nigeria from Ibadan.
Hey, Balkis, good morning to you.
Regarding Tola and Adeleke in Osun State, first off, Yoruba people do say Aki, Kese, Bomi, Katuma, Faru, Tutu. I can remember during his debate, he was asked how he was going to settle the debt, and he gave some logical explanation. So why is he complaining now? In 6 or 7 months to come now, people of Osun State, I am from Osogbo specifically, they will be expecting some developmental projects from him. He should stop this Awawi, and concentrate on good governance. But I'm very sure that if Adeleke were to be in APC, a lot of these things that are happening now wouldn't have happened. So then I can remember that similar thing or something like it happened in Makide in Oyo State, and he dealt with it tactically. So Adeleke should just focus on good governance, and if there are any Buhari, they should go to law court so that they can settle it. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for your take this morning. Let's take a message from Oluwaseun Ruth on Facebook.
Mr. President met Nigeria inflation rate in 2015 at 9.01%, but has taken it to 21.47% in November 2022, according to the NBS. Nigeria keeps experiencing nothing but complete misery since the APC assumed power. Our hope have been dashed endlessly with no hopes of amendment. The root of insecurity ravaging our land are now singing about how insecurity is about undermining the sovereignty of Nigeria. What a field of administration. God bless Nigeria. That's coming from Oluwaseun Ruth. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Tolu.
All right, Tolu. Let's have your take.
Okay, on the issue of Osun.
Okay.
Ma'am, truth be told, the attitude of the former governor in Osun, Mr. Etola, after his deceased in the last governorship election, as far as I'm concerned, has shown that people might not really be who we think they are in the real sense of it. Because how could he employ 12,000 workers just immediately after he lost the election? He even went ahead to appointed about 30 permanent secretaries. And now there's an allegation that he took loan of 18 billion even after the election. See, I must say that I am highly disappointed in him for trying to create problems for his successor, which shows that he lacks the spirit of sportsmanship. See, I will hold the new governor. I should get the anti-graft agency involved on that loan. Yes, because I don't see any justification in that. I even like the statement from the new governor that he will continue with all the abandoned projects in that state, which to me is like the government wants to emulate the leadership style of Governor Shemagide in Oyo State too, by fulfilling all his promises to his people. And I want him to make that state great again. So may God be with him. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning. I love the way you ended that statement. May God give him the grace to actually complete what he said he's going to do. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Abiola on the line.
All right, Abiola, let's have your take.
The inflation rate in Nigeria is now 21.47%. This is uncalled for. As the inflation rate keeps soaring high, and nothing reasonable has been done to avert this, and the president is telling Nigerians he has done enough, he has done his best. What best is he talking about? I can remember when the APC government came on board saying we won't be exporting from other countries, we'll be producing locally, and lock all the borders. The president not pyramid rise, but nothing good has come out of it, but keep soaring high. And the country has been put in serious hunger and hardship. How long are we going to continue like this? I will only urge Nigerians to stop vote buying and stop collecting peanuts to vote so that we can vote for a competent and visionary leader who is going to correct the wrongs of APC 2023. Thank you and good morning.
Good morning. Do you have your PVC?
Yes.
Okay.
I have it already.
Oh,
thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, now still talking about a lot of issues that went down during the week. Remember, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) also announced that there will be, collection of PVCs for those people that are registered, during the year, also since last year. So, getting to some places, we heard reports of that, they had to tell some people to come back, but INEC says that you can't tell people to come back because they have been able to produce a lot of PVCs. I don't know if you've also gotten your PVC. Please kindly share your thought with us also this morning. Good morning. We lost that call. 0912 222 2939. 0912 222 2939. You can as well call 0909 888 9939.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
This is Prince Bumiya Defusi calling from Apata.
Your name again, please?
Your name again?
Prince Bumiya Defusi calling from Apata.
Okay. But, sorry about what happened yesterday. Were you at the venue yesterday during the tanker explosion?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are calling from Akpata?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you share a little experience of what happened yesterday during the explosion? The tanker, incident?
Yes, it caused a lot of damage in Akpata because I was told that one man just went to the market to buy some goods to sell for Christmas, and all these goods was burnt down. Very unfortunate.
Oh, very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. So, just contribute on the program. Let's go.
All right, sir. I want to speak concerning the political tourism in Osun State.
Okay.
I think we are in the era of democracy and we don't play it maturely. How can politicians be setting traps for themselves? Because if you look at Osun State, Osun is battling with a lot of debt already. And the allegation of 18 billion naira will surely be an hindrance to development in that state. Because you will still pay workers' salary, pensioners, and some capital projects in the state, which is very necessary. Why are we playing politics of bitterness? Must you create problems from your colleagues just because you was defeated, just because Oyetola was defeated in the state government in that state? See, I would just urge Adeleke to face what is expected of him. Though this will affect him in one way or the other, I would just urge him to try and compose himself, because the people of Osun is expecting a lot from him, and he must deliver. So we should know that this kind of personality of Oyetola is questionable. How can you be creating problems while you know your tenure is lapsed already. Very unfortunate. It's creating problems to the people of Oyo State, not for Oyetola, not for Adeleke rather. It won't affect Adeleke, it will affect the citizens of Osun State, which is bad for democracy.
Okay.
Good morning. Thank you.
Right.
Calling from Apata.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's look at some messages on our Facebook page before we go on a commercial break this morning. Let's check the new messages dropping.
Okay, let me take this from Solomon Sharif. Sadly, Sulaiman Sharif. Sadly, the poor performance of the APC is not limited to the economy. Insecurity has degenerated by a higher degree. Unemployment is at its worst. The energy crisis remains intraceable and unaddressed. The masses are suffering and smiling every day due to the skyrocketing of the essential commodities. Only Nigeria has understood what APC meant by change and next level.
Okay, Adiola Latifat says, by all evidences, the inflation rate has now surged to 21.4%. There is nothing in Nigeria whose price is not above 100 to 200 or even above 300%, except for the price of fuel. All prices of things have increased by over 100%. Even the fuel price, most people now buy at price of 200 to 300 naira. Nigeria is such a huge joke under this administration. Okay, so sad. Let's go on a break, and when we return, we continue picking your calls and get more messages. Still AM Update live on your Remedy Dial Solutions 939 FM.
Reason this matter. Think of Ogbonge football with the greatest them. You fit enjoy Qatar 2022 games in Pidgin, Igbo, Yoruba and Hausa. This jolly now for everybody.
Now so, it's now World Football Yakata. Sharp, go get your GoTV decoder, GoTenna, plus 1 month jolly for 4,900 naira today. Jolly Yakata.
Words are powerful, but even more powerful is when they are backed by action. Which is why at Keystone Bank, we don't just say you are important. We show you how important you are to us by providing you with simple and innovative banking technology that hit home. From our online banking and mobile app to our star 7111 hash platform to our super fast loan services and so much more. In Keystone, you'll find a refreshing approach that takes banking from being bearable to pleasurable. Experience customer dedication and refreshing innovation that go beyond words with Keystone. Keystone Bank. We grow together.
What do we mean when we say ground on level? Now see as you dey hustle, you dey flex join. You dey enjoy yourself with what you get for hand. Now why you fit cool body with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda and Pepsi 35cl for just 50 naira. No matter your choice, so fasten a 35cl glass bottle on our Wazo, because when we say ground on level, we mean because on our Wazo.
Enjoy chilled refreshment with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
Money get more for you. From Golden Money. Good times don't come again with Golden Money. Good times don't come. Nourishment for the family. Delicious Golden Money. 10% money. Every 800-gram pack of Golden Money you buy this season, they come with 10% extra free. That now more value and more nutrition for the same price. Offer valid while stock lasts. Nestle. Good food, good life.
It's the best way to end the year with the kids in the city of Ibadan. Watch out for the biggest Kiddies End of the Year party, powered by your Remedy Radio Dial 93.9 FM. Tell me, are you ready?
We all have that one friend
that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
Back to the update live at Remedy Radio Dial Solutions 939 FM here in the city of Ibadan. Well, we've been able to check headlines on pages of Nigerian newspapers, also talking burning issue and talking points this morning, and we're still taking your reactions this morning. Remember, the Friday edition is always open mic, an opportunity for you to talk on different issues in the country. And the numbers to call this morning remains
0909-8889-939 and 0912 22 22 939 0909-8889 939 and 0912 22 22 939.
Now, talking about government handing over to another party or party handing over to another party in a government house, there will always be different conspiracies, different, reports saying there's death on ground, a trap set by the outgoing government for the incoming government, most especially if they're from different parties. I don't think we heard such in Lagos because it's more from AD, ACN, AC to APC, and a successive government.
What I see in Osun right now is what happened right from 2015 when President Muhammadu Buhari took power in Nigeria. This was the trend. Started from the blame game to this moment. So many things that were promised has not been done. Is this like a way to divert the attention of people from what the present governor of Osun State had promised during his campaign, or is it really that he wants to probe and get the former governor to get those monies out, and how this was allocated during his administration? Because we keep asking ourselves, will this project be continued when the new governor comes in? Will all of these things happen? I'm quite not comfortable with what's going on at the moment.
With what is happening now, like discouraging, having different parties, take over government.
It's not about the discouragement. It's the fact that the blame game has started.
Will surely continue
in Osun State at this moment. Will it stop and then the governor, goes back to his initial plan and get things done?
I think we should also look at what happened in Willie Obiano. Remember, handing over to former CBN governor, in was that Imo State, and we did not hear anything concerning the new governor, probing the ex-governor, despite EFCC, arresting Willie Obiano. If you remember that story, and we're yet to even get the feedback of that, the final report of that Willie Obiano's arrest. So, maybe it's a personal vendetta, a party vendetta, and someone called in earlier to say that, okay, what if, Adeleke was to be an APC member? Would he have come out to, complain about what happened in Osun State? I mean, after Oyetola left. And, well, maybe we should also be expecting from Aregbesola to give his own, side of the story.
Because he's been involved now.
His name has been coming out. And remember, Aregbesola and Oyetola, splitted during the, few months to the election. So, a lot of drama to also unfold in Osun State. Talking about the permanent voter cards, maybe very soon we should be expecting, some reports concerning people getting their permanent voter cards, because this week has been filled with a lot of, events. Getting your permanent voter cards, and, we had the resident electoral commissioner for your state here last week Friday, when he spoke about people coming out late to even ask if they can still register for their PVCs. I know someone who asked we're in December, and the person was asking in October. The person has gone back to the north. You should know the person I'm talking about, and asking if he could still register for PVC. And I was like, we've heard a lot of information concerning this, talking about postponement for the registration.
Even the reopening of the registration.
Yes. And, people still coming out as November. October, November, asking if there will still be, chance to register. Also, maybe for those listening right now, we can as well get your take. For those of you who went to get your PVCs, how were you treated? Were you able to get your PVCs very early? Was it an easy access of getting your permanent voter cards? Because come February, we'll have the presidential polls, and March we'll have the governorship polls. And if I could remember, I also asked the question. I asked the REC, Oyo State here last week if there was going to be postponement of the polls with the production. And he made it clear that there won't be any postponement because all cards have been produced. So now people should go out to get their PVCs. Before the production of the new ones, he made it clear that over like 70,000 uncollected permanent voter cards are still lying at the INEC office. So people should just go out, get their permanent voter cards. That is what can make you, change things, make your decisions. It is not only about, going on social media, complaining about government. It is more of you having your permanent voter card. That's the access that can make you change things. Let's see if we can get more calls before signing off on the show this morning. This is 10:27 and still AM update on your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 939 FM. 0909-888-9939, 0912-222-2939, 0912-222-2939. And the caller that called in from Akpata, this morning concerning
thanks for that update.
Thank you so much for that update, and for the sad incident that happened in Akpata. Our hearts and condolences to those who lost their lives, and for those who lost properties as well. Heart goes to you all there. Let's check our Facebook page this morning as we read more messages jumping on that platform.
This from Omade Adekunle. The federal government is taking the issue of corruption with levity because all the alleged corrupt cases we have been hearing since they assumed power have not been prosecuted. The case of Darie Yame, Babachair and former Accountant General ring a bell. Meanwhile, APC promised us to fight against corruption. Now corruption is now the order of the day on their word. What a disappointing government. Olayinka Adetola with this one. With the present critical situation in Nigeria, where about 13 million people are multi-dimensionally poor, where the inflation rate is over 21% under the leadership of President Buhari, and now many people are going abroad to seek for greener pastures. How do we expect developments in a country where there is no conducive environment for businesses to thrive? Yet the federal government is not looking for a way to rescue Nigeria from this economic hardship. They are just worsening the situation of Nigeria.
Okay, let's go straight down and see the latest message coming in this morning. This is coming from Adironke Akorede Oladele. That's saying the debt left behind through the collection of loan by Governor Oyetola is too humongous, and no tangible project has been executed in the state. Even the workers do complain salaries are not being paid. A similar case also occurred in Oyo State when the incumbent governor do borrow loans and the money being borrowed too are used judiciously by governor with the unprecedented project in the state. So I will urge the EFCC to look into the matter in Osun State. Well, that should also be a good suggestion. I mean, for EFCC to look at look at the matter in Osun State. And well, for Abdul Rashid Bala, also came out yesterday. Concerning the Dariye, case, he was asked if he always feels disappointed when his men, confirmed that some people are involved in, criminal activities, and they are being pardoned by the federal government. And there was a way he twisted that. Maybe we should also look at how EFCC, maybe we should give them thumbs up first, being able to prosecute some people, but we should also ask why they pardon. Have those people been able to give out everything they have? And we were also discussing yesterday, everything they've embezzled, let me put it that way. Also, the houses to be auctioned by EFCC, maybe we should also know the people who they got these houses from, so that's one. It won't be the same set of people who will get their houses back, buying these houses back from EFCC. Because some people were asking the question, okay, there was an issue concerning the cars auctioned by EFCC, and there were stories behind that, and which Bauer cleared that there were no issues. Maybe it would be that, remember the ones that happened in Lagos when cars were auctioned, cars, taken by the state government, those who parked, indiscriminately in the state. So we give thumbs up to Abdul Rashid Bar led EFCC with what he has been able to do. We just also hope that some of the officials can also be well, trained, because if you look at what happened to former Imo State governor in Abuja during the it was a few weeks to Rocha Sokorocha, a few weeks to the primaries in the APC, going into the roof, breaking into someone's house to arrest him. A lot of things should also be done. If you look at the job well done by EFCC, we should also look at what should be done as well to make sure that the men, parade themselves well, just like the Nigerian police force, like what everybody has been, saying. Right. Okay. Let's go on a break, and when we return, we'll switch the gears a bit.
as a people with one heart for one cause. We're determined to rebuild and restore. Where freedom reigns and truth prevails. Our land where there's hope for us all. Our land where there's hope for us all. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation. Though we are many people, different tribes, different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come, and for generations to come. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation. See, we only have. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there someday. Can somebody sing with me? We'll defend our land. We believe in this our nation, Nigeria, and the promises she holds for us. And someday we will shine like the sun. Oh, from the north, south, east, and west. Somebody say, if you believe to know, say, we'll defend our land with all we have. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, say we are.
Great Nation by Timmy Dakolo. We believe Nigeria will be great again. We believe Nigerians will be happy. I will believe the land that a lot of people have been saying was flowing with honey and milk will return to the land we all know to have been producing honey and milk. And what a lot of people have been saying, Nigeria should become a producing nation. Maybe we are producing and we are not producing enough. We also hope that Nigeria gets to that level where we can compete with other countries, producing, making waves in all sectors. This is where we'll be dropping the anchor this morning on the AM update. Now, this is the message to everybody trying to get fuel at this Utah season. Remember, the Harmattan is out there. Please do not hoard fuel. Buy what you can use. And remember, switch off all electrical gadgets, because of this period. My name is Oladapo Kunubi.
And my name is Favor Olorantola.
Yes. Next week will be Christmas, right?
Yeah, next week will be Christmas. Oladapo Kunubi, I owe you 1,000 naira.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll do the exchange tomorrow.
We'll do the exchange.
It will be sweet. Which one will be sweet? You won't about to drink.
Okay, so catch us on Saturday Sports Safari tomorrow by 1 to 3, right?
Oh my God, that's my 1 to 3, please.
But I'll be back this evening.
You have to tune in tomorrow because it's going to be very interesting. Oladapo Kunubi will be doing something special for us in Saturday Sports Safari tomorrow, and I'll be doing an exchange. So, do we do a transaction? You should clear my debt. I clear yours. Which one?
No.
You want?
Let everybody go for what they want.
Okay, no problem.
And if you are giving me my 1,000, please, I need a new Naira note.
I'm going to the bank. Don't worry, I'll look for it because of
I hope you can get that. But if you cannot get that, just try and transfer. No problem.
All right, now.
All right, this is African Christmas. Joy to the world. Enjoy. Good morning.